Hello everyone, this is Mr. Appel, and today we're going to learn about fake numbers. Not making that up, we're actually going to talk about fake numbers. Okay, what am I talking about? So let's look at some simple examples. Square root of 4, is 2, and the reason you know that's true is because 2 times 2 gives you 4. Now if I look at another number, like, let's move that up there, like the square root of 2, now it's a little trickier because you can't actually write down what the square root of 2 is. It's not a rational number, but it's around 1.4 something. If you did 1.4 something times itself, you can get pretty close to 2. The square root of 2 as like a measurement, it's still real. It still makes sense. You may remember from geometry, you can have side lengths that have square roots. Very simply, I have a square that's 1 by 1 square. If I figure out the length of that diagonal, wow, that's a squiggly diagonal. But if I figure that out, it's actually the square root of 2. So you can easily have, let's say this is a 1 foot by 1 foot square, then the diagonal there is exactly the square root of 2 feet. Point being, it's still a real number. You can see it on a number line. It's somewhere between 1 and 2. It's around here somewhere. Can't figure out exactly where it is, but you can't write down exactly where it is. Okay, so those are real numbers. But now if I asked you to tell me what's the square root of negative 4, so now I'm asking what times itself would give you negative 4. That's impossible. You can't get close. There's nothing. You cannot multiply a number by itself to get a negative, right? This either is 2 positives, which would have to give you a positive, or it's 2 negatives, which would also give you a positive. So this is not real. This is fake. So this is a fake number. It's and so mathematicians literally made up the imaginary numbers to deal with stuff like this. And so what they did is they defined this I, usually written as a script lowercase I like that. Sometimes you'll see it written just like a normal lowercase I, but that sometimes, if you don't write it neatly enough, it can look like a 1 or an L. So if you do write it that way, make sure it's really clear what we're talking about. But we've defined I to just be the square root of negative 1. And so we write our imaginary numbers in terms of I. So for example, the square root of negative 4 can be written as, you can think of it as the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 4. And so, what's going on here? There we go, just erase that stuff. And so you would simplify that further. The square root of negative 1 is I, so now it becomes I times the square root of 4. And since the square root of 4 can be simplified to 2, we simply write that as I times 2, or 2I. And so that is how we deal with imaginary numbers. That's all for now. Thanks.